You know, I got all kinds of notes there for Ronnie and whatever, and he comes by every day to see if there's any mail. And what are you doing?
Nothing.
Please don't take my picture. Don't take my picture.
I'm not taking...
Don't take my picture.
I'm not taking your picture.
But then don't do it. I'm going to go in the other room. I'll be back. No, Leanna.
I'm recording you.
Oh, no. Take that. Leanna. Please turn it off.
I just want to tape you.
No,
Nana.
please.
I love you.
I love you too. But please don't do that.
Okay.
No, turn it off,
Okay,
please.
I'll turn it off.
Please. I don't trust you. Turn it off, please.
Okay, it's off.
Off.
It's
no,
off.
it's not off. The
It is
light's
off.
not off.
It's off.
Turn it off.
It's off.
I mean it. That's it. Another time, please. Wait around the holidays. If I live that long.
Oh, Nana. So are you going to do trick-or-treating this year?
I don't know.
Do kids ever come around here?
No, last year I didn't have anybody. I don't think it's allowed in North Chicago.
Yeah, we went up to Winthrop Harbor.
Oh, did you?
They really are.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's really nice. Everybody has a lot of decorations. People were outside with
No, I
the
don't do much.
bonfires.
I have a couple of things I have to put up on the trees there. It'll be after Halloween. If usually they have them up by now, and I haven't.
Yeah.
I got as far as those pumpkins there that I had, and I've got one that automatically goes on with the sun and it shuts off in the daylight. And out there by the bird bath, a little one, ceramic one, it runs on battery. So it comes on at night and then it goes off in the morning.
Oh, that's good.
So I just didn't do much. I'm not into it, but I have to put up some. I've got all kinds of junk downstairs. You still got that on. Turn it off, please.
No,
No,
come on.
please, not that. Oh,
Michael
please.
just put a little Halloween decorations up too.
Yeah.
Little tombstones.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need to put more up though.
I've got some downstairs, little things to hang on the railing. I will. They're little snowman. Little pumpkin heads and whatever. Leanna,
I remember
turn it off.
last year for Halloween when I came over here in my costume and I recorded you putting my red wig on. I got that on camera.
You're kidding me.
Last year on
Oh
Halloween.
my God. Please turn that off, honey.
Oh, no. Please,
no,
I want to
please. I love you, but I don't want to do that. I hate them.
I know.
Please, Leanna.
You want to record me? Look it. I'll show you. Look it.
I don't understand those
You don't have to
things.
do it. All you have to do is hold it. Look it. Watch. Hold it. Look it. You see?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Did you just get this?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Look it. Record.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you gave it to her to record you.
There's nothing to record.
Look it. Watch.
Oh my God, I look like an old hag. Turn that
you
off.
don't.
Yes, please.
Look at
Please.
you, Nana. You look
Oh
so
my
pretty.
God, no. Please
You look
turn
so
that
pretty.
off.
Let me kiss. Did we get that?
Yes,
Did we
I
get it?
think. Please, Leanna, turn that off. Turn that off, honey.
This
No.
is my Nana. I love her so much. I love
You know what? I just don't know what's making you tick. I really don't. What's making her go? Turn it off, Michael, now. That's the end of the.
I'll give it back to Lynn.
Thank you. Turn it off.
I just want to get a few things of you because I want to put them on a DVD so I could watch them.
Something's wrong with her.
She's gonna put it on YouTube and then you'll be all over the internet.
Oh my God.
No, we don't even have computer.
Leanna, please don't waste the money on
Oh
that.
my gosh, no.
It's terrible. You sure you're not pregnant?
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so cold.
Yeah, it is cold. Why don't you have the heat on?
My furnace went on last night. Do you know I was going to bed at 10 o'clock? And I was up till 1:30. It was almost 2 o'clock.
Why were you up so late?
Huh?
Why were you up so late?
I had my bathrobe. I took a bath. And I was looking at this deal with this... how far we're in debt. I thought, oh my God, billions and billions of dollars. And I got to thinking, how will those poor children, the future generation that's coming up, I said they will have to pay and pay and pay. And I got to thinking, I'm glad I said that my life is almost over. And I just got to thinking about Grandpa. And then I didn't want to go to bed. And then I finally went to bed and I slept, you know. I went out to the cemetery. Bob made these handmade planters out of the pews from the church.
What happened to the old ones?
Oh, they're all in the garage, and some are gone, and some are in the garage with their names on them. And he made some new ones. And on Grandpa, he put a fishing line and like a hook that Grandpa liked fishing, and that he got a fish on it, and little things like that, you know. And then he made one for Nancy. And he fixed them with artificial flowers. And in the summertime, when you can't get out there to water them, you know, they don't last that long. Mm-hmm. I had fresh flowers, and then he put those out there, and I see that a lot of them are going in for
because a lot of people don't get down there.
Pardon me?
Because a lot of people don't get down there as much.
And even like that, she said, you want for one from my mother and Dad out in Highland Park. I had all the dug up around the front of the stone, mm-hmm. and then I kept flowers and a border. And, you know, I have to drive down there to water them, and it takes me 35 minutes to go there. You know, and come back, that's over an hour and something. And, you know, sometimes you can't get there, so they'll die. So I was thinking of putting some artificial. A lot of people have them out there. But I always think that artificial, I like fresh flowers.
Mm-hmm.
So how long the rose that we got last?
Yeah, Michael got me a white rose for our 2-year anniversary, but that was last month, and it still looks brand new.
Is that right?
It still looks brand new. But you see that peace lily over there, babe? This one. My mom and dad got this for her about 12 years ago. And it only had one, and now look at it.
Only had a couple of.
You see how good she takes care of her plants?
I gotta transfer.
I think it's older than that.
I gotta put it in the.
Probably about 15 years old. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That is. That one over there, I keep clipping it down, and it has great big orange flowers, but it hasn't been blooming. They don't last very long, but they're huge. And Linda,
Hey, baby,
Linda.
baby, remember I showed you the cross? That's the picture frame it was in.
My what?
Remember my little thing that was broken that I said my grandpa fixed?
Mm-hmm.
That's the picture frame it was in. But that's my sister's. I don't know.
Did you take a picture of your brother on the telephone?
Yeah, I recorded that.
Yeah.
So how do you feel now that Ronnie and Tisha aren't here? Do you feel okay?
Nice.
Lonely?
Yeah, they're here. They here every day. At night they come and pick up their mail and everything, but it isn't the same. I mean, you know, they're not here. I worry when they're here because I feel like I have to do this. I still buy. You know, I said, take that home. And, you know, there's so much stuff. I said, take it home. But I still didn't get at my house yet. I'm waiting. I got to start that. See, Michael, they overflowed the bathroom. And all that water came down. And I wonder if they have to replace the ceiling.
Probably.
I don't know. Maybe they just have to. I don't know what they're going to do. But I got to fix that bathroom upstairs. I got these bath fitters. They're not so good, are they? Those.
What's a bath fitter?
It looks good to me, you know.
Huh?
I mean, it looks like some nice and efficient way to just
Reliable.
put it
Yeah.
over there, so it don't cost a lot of money to do the whole thing over.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just put things over the old one. I don't want that. I want to get a
But
new.
it costs a lot of money to tear it all out and
I
then put
know.
a whole new installing in.
I know.
Did your mom do that when she remodeled the house, or she just?
She did. She took everything out and then put everything new in.
Oh, but it costs a lot more.
Oh yeah, I know it does. But then you don't have that old one
But
there.
you're not gonna see it either way.
I don't know. I don't know. I was going to have them come out and give me a price on it and say, please turn that off, honey.
You see that Grandma Rules thing, baby?
Yeah.
I got that for her 5 years ago when I went to
You
Springfield.
should take a picture of the family there, of your great ancestor.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
One of those.
I'm gonna do that.
When I came from Italy, that's an old family picture, and it would be nice to have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
What did you live on a farm?
we had a huge house in Italy. My dad was here in the building business right after the World War, and
He was in America?
Huh?
He was in America?
He was in America. He came over. The war was in 1916, and the war. I think in 1920 or 21, he came to this country, and he batched in about 3 or 4 guys. They were in the stone business. You know, they
Concrete?
were working. He was in the building business. And he didn't have a car. He'd take his tools in a canvas bag on his shoulder and went to work every day. And then when he got enough money, he bought a car. And then in the wintertime, it was slow, so he'd come home to Italy. He'd stay over there for about 4 or 5 months, and then he'd come back to the States. And then my mother'd be pregnant, and so she, had the kids, and my dad would remodel our home over there. We were one of the better families that had more things in the house, running water, instead
Oh, yeah?
of bringing it in, he got
Outhouse.
that in. And so we were a well-to-do family. But my dad would send money for her to get help on the farm, and my mother would put it all in the bank. And what they do over there, when you cut your grain, your neighbors help you. Then you go help them, and that way they save the money.
Right. Tell me about that the bread maker or something? When
Oh yeah, he built. It was a big. It was like a one-car garage, and he built an oven, and people would bake their bread there, and so they would have to cook with wood, woods, and or coal or wood or it was. And they say, Ida, when are you making bread? I'm making it tomorrow. Okay, when you take yours out, the oven is still hot. We'll keep it going, and I'll bake my bread. I'll have it ready to go in. So all the little village, which was a small little village, the people there were very close. And if one was sick, they make soup and they make things and they bring it over to the house. You never have to worry. You couldn't get a doctor in those days. You had all home remedies. And a doctor, you'd have to have somebody that had a motorcycle or a car to go to the nearest town, which would be about 2 hours
man.
to get a doctor. And so, it was nice. But
so was this in Italy?
Pardon me?
Was this in Italy?
Yeah, this was it. We were up in the northern part of Italy, and it was a nice place. But, in those days, they didn't have doctors like they have now. If there was an airplane going by, they all stopped cutting weed and they'd look at it till it was out of sight. It was something else. And so when my grandfather passed away, then my dad said, okay, now you're coming to this country. My grandfather didn't want to cross the ocean because it was, he was afraid of water. He wouldn't cross the ocean. He wouldn't come to America. So my mother had to stay there. We had to take care of him. And then he was 90-some years old, and then he passed away. And so then after that, we had my dad's home and my grandfather's home. So one was up there, and it was empty. We used to go up there and have parties there. Or else, when you take a bath, they had a great big basin in front of the fireplace, and they would heat up the water on the stove and put it warm in there. That's the only way we could get hot water. And so, they would take baths, and we'd go to this, we'd just jump the wall there or go around, because my father's house was like up on a little wall, like on a ledge that was up, and our house was down a little bit. And so then we came to this country, and everybody came to see me when we left. Oh, they said, you're going to America. Everybody's rich over there. Everybody had cars. Everybody had money. And they wish they could go too. But when we came, my dad had a home that he was renting at the time, a beautiful home, across the street from the Sunset Valley Golf Course. It was right across.
Yeah, right over there?
Yeah, we were raised there, and then he bought a home up on Lincoln Place, that red one that we have, that 12-room brick home. And so my brother and I would get up about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and watch the cars go by. And we'd say, all the cars that go that way are mine. The ones that go up this way, they're yours. And then we'd go to the golf course. Are you taking all this down? No. So we'd look for golf balls, because it was the golf course, and then we'd sell them at this store that they would take them in, and we'd go in with our tennis shoes in the canal. There's a little bridge to go over the canal for golf players. But if a ball went into the water, they weren't going to go pick it up. They'd leave them there. So we'd go and get them,
And you'd take them and you'd sell them?
yeah, and we'd take them and clean them up, and we'd sell them. And you know, that candy always looks so good. But you know, we hated to buy it because we wanted to give the money to the family because it was during the Depression. And but we'd buy one a little bit now and then, you know.
So you guys, excuse me, you moved over into America during the Depression?
Yeah, that's why my dad bought that 12-room brick home, which was a big place, and we had land more than I have here, a huge land.
I know you showed me
Great
the
big
house.
garden, you know, and then they sold one of those lots. But my mother had her chicken coop back there. She killed her own chickens and everything, and but we worked. And during the Depression, my dad bought that home for $12,000 and something. And that's what we're going through now. And the house next to us, the bank was selling it because they had a mortgage of $5,000. He could have bought that little bungalow, a 3-bedroom brick bungalow, for $5,000. Because the bank had all these notes and they wanted to get rid of them. So they were selling them for the price that they owed. You know what I mean? So $5,000 was a lot of money. But he said, if I hadn't bought this one, if I had the money, I'd buy it, because he knew it was a good investment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're going in through that doing now. I hope they can get out of it, but I don't know. But they start rationing gas. They start rationing. They were giving out food stamps, and they were doing all kinds of things during the Depression. And I think that that's what was going on now. You know, they're trying to keep it from going under, but I know my dad lost a lot of money during the Depression because he had it with, there was a friend of his that had, it was like a notary guy, and he was an Italian guy, and they would cash the checks for the bricklayers, the stonemason, you know what I mean? It was like a bank, and he went under. So they lost all their money, you know, during the Depression.